Namandab, 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 namandab. Ja.
So good morning, everyone. I'm doing double duty today, Shikai and the MA function. Mariko is doing the Big Sur today. I hope she survives. she was not ready, as far as I could see. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the Asian festival yesterday. I think it went okay. I was the driver in the morning, and boy, people were surprised to see this big black limo, to be picked up. It was quite something. It was huge, and it's old people, kids have very difficult time getting up onto it, right? I had to pick up the kids and help the old people, get up onto the car and. Anyway, so today we're going to start with usual Sambujo and Juseige, and we're going to be honored to have Julie play the piano for us an accompaniment. So we'll see how that goes. So it's going to be a treat. Okay, so we'll get started.
Namandab, 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 namandab. 無常実法如来二度仏説無量寿経十世下我言長世願起死無常道悲願不満足世不上昇願無量国不意大聖出不最小貧愚世不上昇学可視上仏の妙正長実法不興味所聞世不上昇学利欲人少年行へ修問行非愚無常道一生天にし心力縁大国不正無才道諸上三苦妙法裁主役難愛非知恵言絵師根門案永足小悪道不難縁修門法相上満足いよろ実法日月主時期天候音不言一種解放像法世苦毒法上大主従説法四四苦不要一切仏不足修徳本願念質上満得意三害用妙仏無下知不脱未不生感覚へ力都市最小尊悲願若国家 大戦後感動北書天に当地妙見ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブがんにしくどく平等性祭道本も大心お上あんなこナモアミダ仏ナモアミダ仏ナモアミダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダ仏ナマンダブナマンダブナマンナマンダ仏ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダ仏ナマンおっちょっと待って Okay. Please everyone stand up and remain standing for the three for the refugee too. はい、どうぞ。はい。
There are threefold refuge. Difficult is it to receive a human form. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Dharma of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not cross over to the truth in the present life, in what life shall we cross over? Let us with sincerity and true reverence take refuge in the three treasures of the truth.
I take refuge in the Buddha. May we together with all sentient beings awaken to the great way of enlightenment and to the unsurpassed intent of Amida Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we together with all sentient beings enter the circle house of the Dharma, becoming like the wisdom ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we together with all sentient beings become units in true accord and in harmony with all things.
The clearest, profound, and wondrous Dharma
Namanda, Butsu Namanda, Butsu Namanda, Namanda, Butsu Namanda, 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 Butsu Namanda, Namanda. Please join me in Gasho while I quote a passage from the hymns of True Shinjin and the Nembutsu from Kyogyo Shinsho. The person burdened with extreme evil should simply say the name, although I too am within Amida's grasp. Passions obstruct my eyes, and I cannot see the light. Nevertheless, great compassion is untiring and illuminates me always. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha. Namanda Buddha, Namanda Buddha, Namanda Buddha, Namanda Buddha, Namanda Buddha, Namanda Buddha. Okay. はい、Good morning. 皆さんおはようございます。はい、どうもおはようございます。Yeah, the one thing, first of all, so I like to acknowledge Judy, her playing the piano, and that was always wonderful having the real music by playing the real hands. So one thing, as much as I was looking for her playing piano, is lately I love watching one of the Japanese newbie baseball player who started his playing in this season at Chicago White Sox. You know his name? It's Mune, but his last name is surprisingly same with me, Murakami. It's not me, but so all of a sudden, on my YouTube, the favorite list, so he appeared suddenly. Then that was about he did maybe third out of the fifth consecutive home run. So doing maybe that's his sixth or seventh, and now he is leading the current MLB, the home run derby. It's already the 11th tie, whereas he's brand new to the Chicago White Sox, and somehow I got his autographed baseball ball. Don't ask me the price. That's I paid a lot of the price for buying that, because that was actually the gift for my friends. He recently married in Japan, so he's a schoolmate from my kindergarten age. Then probably, I don't know, somehow sneakingly, the MLB found out, oh, this guy bought the Mune's baseball. Okay, I wanna put the YouTube channels the keeping up the Mune's so he's the updates on my YouTube. Anyway, that is my recent favorite, and happy things what checking out his playing. So last Saturday, I went to Fresno to attend the annual Dharma School conference. As I mentioned it the last Sunday service too, a performer named Mr. Yasu Ishida, a magician and storyteller, gave a wonderful presentation using his original kamishibai, a traditional Japanese storytelling using the illustrated slides one by one. He is also an artist, so he creates his own props and he writes his own stories, original stories for children. So that was very amazing job. I truly wish you could have seen his performance in person. Unfortunately, I cannot do the magic or the great storytelling like him. What I can do is wear this clown hat I got from yesterday's artifact sale. All of a sudden, this is my favorite hat. Maybe it's prop for the upcoming Halloween, I think, or Damasco kids or whatever. So he presented his kamishibai twice during that conference. One phrase he said at the beginning of his performance had stayed in my mind. He said, stories can bring what seems unreal into real. As he said, he showed 3 illustrated panels with images of kendama on them, and he put together the panels together to form looks like an empty box. And from that space, he suddenly pulled out a real kendama. Sorry, I cannot do the magic. I wish the imaginary kendama is here, but he did. That's his magic. It was amazing trick. The children reacted with eyes and mouths widely open, saying, "Whoa!" Literally, they said, completely drawn into the story that moment. Instantly, they were pulled into the story, into the world of his story. His storytelling reminded me of a traditional Japanese art called rakugo. Rakugo is a style of storytelling uses humors and some wits to reflect on human nature. Many of its stories have been passed down to generations, while new ones continue to be created even today within the rakugo tradition. So, although it was once seen as entertainment for senior folks, but actually more young people are now drawn to its depths of entertainment of rakugo. In a way, I think it makes sense, because everybody loves stories, right? What's your favorite stories? Yeah. Maybe each one of you have your favorite stories when you heard when you were childhood, your parents, your grandparents that told you. One of my favorite stories is actually film after the Pixar Cars, the first Cars. That's the cartoons of the car pretending like humans, and they competed, and they address the friendships and the importance of continuous efforts and the sympathies to others that not get arrogant. So we learn many life lessons through the stories, right? So especially those stories when we hear in the childhood. I like to share the one rakugo story because I pulled out the words rakugo, which entitled as The Quarrel Over a Child. The story goes like this. Long ago, please imagine that you are in the Edo period in Japan during the time of the magistrate Ooka Echizen. A strange case was brought before his court. A child was the subject of a dispute. 2 women appeared, each insisting, "This child is mine." No matter how much they were questioned, neither would give in. So the magistrate Ooka finally thought for a moment, and then he gave an unusual order. He said, "Very well, place the child between the 2 of you, and each of you hold one arm each other, then pull." So the 2 women obeyed, each grabbed one of the child's arm and start to pull with all their strength. And of course, the child cried out for pain. At that moment, one of the women suddenly let go the child and said, please stop. I cannot bear to see my child suffer. Even if I must give the child up, let her have the child. The other women, however, continued putting the child without hesitation. So seeing this, the magistrate Oka raised his hand. That's enough. He then declared, the true mother is the one who could not bear the child's pain. A real parent values the child's life over their own claim. And so the child was returned to the true mother. The story ends here. There are different versions of this story in various cultures, but the core message remains the same. True care is revealed not by insisting on one's claim, but by responding to suffering of others. I repeat, that true care is revealed not by insisting on one's own claim, but by responding to the suffering of others. As the magician Mr. Yasu suggested, stories have the powers to turn imagination into something real. When we enter a story, we can see, hear, and feel it as if we are part of it, regardless of time and place. In some ways, our lives can also be seen like a story, right? If we feel that we must control everything in our lives all the time, it can become very burdensome. But if we allow life to unfold naturally, like a story, we may find a sense of ease. In Japanese, there is a word called omakase. Omakase desu. Yeah. Which means entrusting or leaving things as they are. I personally like this translation. We entrust ourselves and leave things as they are. This is truly reflect the spirit of omakase. We don't decide, we don't pick, just leave it as is. It reflects an attitude of not resisting what comes out and not clinging too tightly to our own expectations. In a similar way, Shinran Shonin understood his life within Amida Buddha's compassion. Rather than trying to attain enlightenment through his own power or through his own effort, he came to see himself as one who is already embraced by Amida Buddha. He realized that he did not need to become the hero on his own story through self-effort. Instead, he entrusted himself to the compassionate mind of Amida Buddha. So we can hear this spirit in today's Gosandai I quoted at the beginning. The person burdened with extreme evil should simply say the name. Although passions obstruct my eyes and I cannot see the light. Nevertheless, great compassion is untiring and illuminates me always. Through this teaching, Shinran reminds us that we are already carrying a lot of burdens we have to deal with, but we are easily overwhelmed by what we have. So Amida's compassion is always present, embracing them without expectations. We don't have to carry it. Just we do omakase, we leave our burdens, all our existence on the compassion of Amida Buddha. In that sense, none of us are truly alone. We are always within the embrace of Amida's wisdom and compassion. So rather than trying to force our lives to go a certain way, perhaps we can live with a sense of trust, allowing our lives to unfold naturally, while being supported by that boundless compassion and myriads of working from Amida Buddha. In this way, we may come to appreciate that we are already part of a greater story in which we are gently held and guided. We live ourselves in a way of okage-sama that guide us to the emancipation. We don't need to grab tightly. This is the Buddha Dharma, the compassionate story of the Nembutsu. Everybody can become part of it. Yeah. Thank you very much for listening to my message. Namo Amida Buddha. 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 Oh yeah, Ondok-san is first. Yes.
So please rise for the Ondok-san 2. What is that? 220? Just a moment. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So we will conclude with a closing reading. Let's see. This is from this reading in Shin Buddhist teachings from Jodo Shinshu no Myo style. The true teaching. The teaching that guides all to awakening in the true and real teaching, the supreme teaching, Shinran said. To reveal the true teaching, it is the largest sutra of the Buddha of immeasurable life. The largest sutra of the Buddha of immeasurable life teaches the primal vow of Amida Buddha, who aspired to liberate all sentient beings through the Nembutsu alone. Shakyamuni Buddha delivered various teachings to accord with different people during his lifetime, and his teachings spread widely. But when he expounded the larger sutra, his face shone with joy as never before. This is because the purpose of his appearance in this world, was solely to teach the vow of Amida Buddha, who liberates all sentient beings. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Announcements?
I wrote down the schedules.
So, let's see. May 2nd is Miguel's Tamale workshop. So please attend. It starts at 8 a.m. And if you haven't RSVP'd, please do so. So we have a count of how many people will show up.
Yeah, I think so far the 15 people registered.
15?
15,
Great.
yeah.
So we should have a pretty good party. And May, so May 2 is Saturday, right?
Yeah, that's Saturday.
Saturday.
That's a tamale
Yeah.
event.
And May 3rd,
3rd.
Sunday is a regular Sunday service with Reverend Murakami. And May 5th through 7th, Reverend Murakami will be in Minister's Study Program at the JSC. So he will be over there. And May 9th, Saturday, we'll have the meditation and chanting service at 9 a.m. in the client room. This is a meditation class, basically. And then May 10th, Sunday, will be the service by MAs. And May 17th is the Shotsuki and Godaye. We're gonna cook up some tri-tip, gohan and salad, I guess, right? And this is to celebrate Shinran Shonin's birthday. And online Tanisho class is the third one. Let's see. This can't be right. It should be this coming Thursday, right?
Yeah, this coming Wednesday.
Coming Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Right.
Then the 2 weeks will be skipping because of the business trip and some functions.
Okay.
Then I resume the middle of May.
Then you'll repeat again? Or?
Yeah, the date is indicated. Yeah.
May 20th? May
Yes,
27th.
May 20th. Yeah.
Okay. What else? And morning Shoshinge service occurs every Thursday, 8:30. This is on our YouTube channel. And so I think that is it. So So we didn't follow quite the order of the service, but this concludes our service. Is there any other announcements anybody want to make? We good? Okay. All right, so this concludes our service for today, and thank you for attending. So please come up and do the Oshoko.
Namandabats, namandab, namandab, namandabats, namandab, namandab. Namandabats, namandab, namandab. So the Sayonara Sensei lyrics, you can return or you may take it home if you wish to. So whichever is fine.
Boston University.
Thanks again, Tom. I'm gonna do it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good message today.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank Tom.
The Western version of the story goes like you could cut the child in half.
Oh yes, yeah. I think that's Islamic. Yes, that's originally came from the Western world. Yeah, that story. That's more brutal. There you go.
Hey. How you doing?
Good. So I'm sending you the registration sheet after sometimes today.
Oh yeah.
I think it's almost I think the 15 is almost fixed. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, normally we see
normally
just take some last minute signing up. Yeah. So I give you.
We'll pick them up.
Yeah, give you the number for your reference.
I hope I can join.
I don't think yet. I'm sure you're going to need it.
You wish. Yeah.
If you could, that'd be great. If not, well, that's why we'll have someone record it on the phone or a video.
Oh, yeah.
So we can share it.
Thank you.
That's good.
Very nice of you. Well done. Very well done.
Miguel is proposing the idea that recording the cooking, the workshops, for
Yeah, you could do that.
to share.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
No, that way you guys know forever, and we can make that a winner thing. Like, oh, and Miguel's family tradition, when it's cold in December, that's when they make the tamales. Because it's nice too. Because when it's freezing here, when you do the hot steam, so that's how ever you and brother just keep an eye on the tamales, make sure the pot doesn't blow up or something.
What do you make during winter?
It's tradition. I mean, you can have tamales anytime, but at least especially here in our community, in our family, we usually wait for December when it gets cold. Yeah, usually because the steam heats up the house.
Yeah. You want to talk about the budget?
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, I was like, who made the flyer? It was like Sensei did. I was like, you did a great job.
Yeah, actually there is a template. The original one is the other